everyone, welcome back. Today I am making a public service announcement. Michael's is the place to get Harry Potter stuff. Oh yes, Michael's and Joanne Fabrics. It's fall, it's Halloween time, even though it's only August. The stores don't care, and I know because I watched the Letter Classroom vlogs and I've read some of the comments and I've seen some of the comments on my own vlogs. I know a lot of you right now are thinking about doing a Harry Potter theme room, or you're trying to do a Harry Potter theme room. You know, you've been inspired. And so Casey and I went to Michael's last night, and y'all, I about lost my mind. One thing you need to know about me is that when I commit to something, I am all in. I don't do anything only halfway. That is not me. I am all in. So I'm going to show you right now some of the adorable things I got for my Harry Potter inspired classroom, and it's just the cuteness. Cuteness overload. But I do have to go back to Michael's tonight because I need floral wire and a couple of more things. And so while I'm actually going to take the camera with me when I go to Michael's tonight, so I can actually film the inside of Michael's, because even though it's meant to be Halloween, if you look at it through a Harry Potter rose-colored glasses, you realize it's actually a Harry Potter wonderland. So I'm going to turn the camera around, and the first thing I want to share with you guys is this little owl. Look how cute he is. He is going to go right on top of my mailboxes for the students, and I will make sure he doesn't do that on top of the mailbox. But so, and remember I had these printouts from Pinterest, so together that's going to make for a really cute mailbox. And I'm debating painting my mailbox brown. It's currently blue cardboard, but I'm thinking if I had like acrylic paints, I could probably paint the mailbox brown. And then I got these from Staples. These are like little photo frames. I'm not sure what I'm going to put in here yet, but trust me, I will find a use for it. And then check out the keys. We've got found, and this says poison. And then here we have haunted, come on, wicked, and beware. And the keys were kind of expensive. These were $8.99. So before you go to Michael's, make sure you print a couple of those 40% off or 50% off coupons from their website, and like buy this one purchase and save you 50%. Then do another purchase and save some money. The next thing I got were a bunch of bottles. Oh, here's the bottles that were from my sister-in-law. Remember, these were the candy jars. So this one is now Web of Spider. Look how awesome that is. And this one is a jar full of moon dust. Okay? And my Web of Spider is just honestly a little bag of the spider webbing. And here is my moon dust. It's from Michael's. It's the Ashland, and it's just a jar of white pearl sand. And this was like $3.99 for all the sand. And I want to say that this was like $1. And these jars didn't cost me anything because I had them. And as far as the labels go, I just printed them from Pinterest. This is another one. This is one of the Pinterest labels that I printed onto an Avery sheet label, a full sheet shipping label, and then I sealed it up. And to make my ooey gooey poison, this is literally just cornstarch and water. I boiled some water, put in a little bit of cornstarch to thicken it up, and then I used yellow and green food coloring, and it made for a awesome jar of poison. Okay. And then I have a couple more jars here. I want to get color water in here. I want to make this one like an inky black, but I don't have the right food coloring. I need like the good old-fashioned dropper bottles. Same with this one. I'll probably make this one like a dark blue color. And then also you can get all kinds of labels off Pinterest, but then Michaels had 2 sheets of these where you've got skeleton teeth, tarantula venom, evil, or eye of newt, sorry, beetle butter, poison, graveyard dust, bat wings, vampire blood, and arsenic. So the bat wing ones, I have another big canning jar, and so with that one, but I don't have a lid for it. So what I want to do for that one is I want to use the bat wings label to put on that jar, and I'm thinking about going to like Pet Supply Plus, because I'm thinking to use for bat wings, you know those big pig ear raw hides that you can buy for your dogs? I was thinking about getting like 2 of the big pig ear raw hides, and then like maybe make some black food coloring and just kind of stain them blackish brown. For some reason that thought popped in my head that I could probably pass those off as a couple of bat wings and just tuck those into a canning jar. So yeah, that's what I was thinking about that. And then this one here, look at this bottle. I love this bottle. And this one was like $2.99. This was $1.99, and this bottle was $1.99. And this one's called Graveyard Dust. And literally, guys, it's dirt. It's dirt with a little bit of that pearl sand in there for shimmer, and then some green glitter, because they had this 3-pack of glitter tubes, which I love. And what I loved about them was that they're cork stoppers. So I can use the glitter for something, but then I still had the vials. So with this one, I put on the Eye of Newt label. On the orange one, I stuck, which I can't see, focus, come on. Okay, there we go. This one is skeleton teeth. And again, I'm thinking about putting chiclets in here. And this one is, Eye of Newt. And I'll have to get something in here. So I have those 3 little vials. And then I just bought the black jar. It was just a little black, this was in their dollar spot bins. And I just put on the vampire blood here. This one didn't have a stopper, that's okay. I'm not actually going to put anything in this one. And then these little bottles, this was a set. You get 3 of the bigger ones, and it comes with a sheet of labels with the bottles, and you get 4 of these little teeny tiny ones. I mean, look how precious. Look how precious these are. And now with these, I know for a fact if I were to just like put this on a table or on a shelf, okay, the kids are going to take them, because look how cute they are. They're just going to pick it up, play with it, and stick it in their pocket and forget they have it. So last year, or back like in May, I bought this, my big B. And at the time I was thinking I would paint it red and maybe do some things with this. Well, now what I'm thinking, at Joann Fabrics, I bought this, and I really like this. This is a roll of burlap, and I got this with a 50% off coupon, because this was like $14.99. I got it 50% off. But it's not just burlap, it's got like metallic weave in it. And so I'm thinking about like cutting this into strips and like bunching it up around here to decorate the rim. And then I will use floral wire to attach the little vials here and there. And then I also, I am hot. I also need to get some cardstock paper, because I want to go on the printer and onto like a Pinterest and try to find like Harry Potter glasses and the lightning bolt and print that on cardstock, and then cut it out and find a way to get all of that onto this bee. And I might even like roll papers and like just put like little pages that are rolled up and tied together like little ribbons, and make this what goes on my door, and just deck it all out in potions and magic and all that stuff. Also at Joann Fabrics, I bought these. These are like, this is tree bark, and they're stamped out leaves, and it's a pack of 5 of them. I don't even know what I'm going to do with those, but I just thought they were really cool. Because again, the whole look that I'm going for is old, antique-y, weathered, worn out. And then I grabbed some of these. Honestly, I grabbed these because they were like Gryffindor colors. It's the orange, the burgundy, and the orange. And I also grabbed a bunch of the flowers. And these are something, these used to go to our old curtains. These were tiebacks to curtains we had in our old house. But when we moved to the new house, instead of hanging the long panels, we just did the toppers. Because one of the things I love about this house is all the windows. So the last thing in the world I wanted to do was have like panels pulling back, covering all the light and covering the view. So we didn't use the panels, and my husband and I agreed we're probably never going to use those again. So I have a whole mess of these big tassels that I think just kind of goes right along with all of this. I'll find something to use for. So I'm just really happy, and I can't lie. Last night as I'm like playing with these little bottles and decorating them and filling them and making my slime, I was having way too much fun. It really was. I was having way too much fun, but I'm really enjoying all of this because, as I've said before, if I could make a living just decorating classrooms and letting my imagination run wild, I think I would do that. I really, really would. So if you need someone to if you want to hire somebody to come and decorate your classroom, give me a call. So that's everything I've got here. I will take you along with me to Frank's Nursery and not Frank's, I keep saying Frank's, Michael's. When I go back to Michael's tonight to get my floral wire, when I finish my bee wreath, I will definitely show you that, how it turns out. Also, I talked to my husband. My husband, he's an engineer, but he's also an artist. He's really good at, woodwork and painting and all that stuff. And so while I've been on Pinterest looking at all these Harry Potter things, there was one thing on Pinterest I kept seeing over and over and over, and that was signposts. And so my husband right now, he's making it, it's gonna be about 5 feet tall, which is actually a little shorter than me. And it's gonna have like signs with that pointing in the different directions, Hogsmeade this way, Nocturne Alley that way, Diagon Alley that way, and Hogwarts will be on the top. I am so excited. It's a work in progress right now, so there's nothing to even show you because right now nothing's been painted, he's just been cutting out the pieces. But so, yeah, like I said, when I'm in, I'm all in. Okay. As I said, all the colors are here. Everything is ready for fall. It's looking amazing. This reminds me of the hand from Sorcerer, this Chamber of Secrets when Harry ends up in Nocturne Alley. And then here we got books and things. And now some of this is too creepy for a classroom. I would never go this dark in the classroom. I'm trying to keep it light and fun. But yeah, I'm liking the Raven. I made sure to print my 60 or 40% off coupons before I left the house. So, yep, lots of good stuff. This is where I was able to get the canning jars and all of my little potion bottles. Here's the little pourer. Brown ones, more of the one I use for a graveyard dust. We've got little jars down here that you could put different like leaves or herbs in there, and all your secret ingredients. This was the stand where yesterday I found a lot of like the different labels. All of this stuff is from the Recollections company, and if you watch my planning videos, I absolutely love Recollections washi tapes. They make the most adorable washi tapes and planner stickers, and last year I even bought something like this to decorate my pumpkins with because I kind of ran out of time last year. Sorry, I dropped something and didn't have enough time to actually carve my pumpkins, so I literally bought some of these like crystal decals and slapped them on my pumpkins, and everybody loved my pumpkins. They thought it was like the cutest pumpkins in the world, and it took me all of 10 seconds. Here's the little vial jars that I bought. And if you don't want to get those ones, they do have like gold and white ones. And then they have little spider charms. Where's the keys? Oh, here's the keys that I purchased. All kinds of little things in here. And then up here was where I got the 3 little vials of the glitter. And they have all kinds of like little Halloween papers and decors that you could get really creative with. And then they have labels. This package gets you 30 labels, chalkboard labels, and then here was the ones I bought. Came as a package of 18. Oh, I didn't even see this yesterday, but that's a little too gruesome. Don't want to be gruesome. Fun, yes. Oh, I didn't see these. Oh my goodness. Those would be perfect on my Bietler wreath I want to make for the door. Okay, I'm gonna have to buy these. They're $4.99. They're mine. Into the buggy they go. So yeah, lots of things here. Like I said, I came here yesterday and I was in heaven. Oh, look at these ones. Oh, those are cute. And these ones aren't as scary. I kind of like those too. So, all kinds of goodies. This is the rack where I got my owl, and they have a wide variety of owls, and everything on this shelf is 40% off. And if you have a 40% coupon, you can use it again. So you can combine. And so there are all kinds of different owls. Oh, I didn't see this one. I kind of like that one with the rose gold. Oh, that's really cute. So, different critters. And then I believe it was down this aisle. Yes. I did not buy these yesterday because they're a little pricey. But like if you really want to go out, you've got really big bottles, witch's brew, spider bites, braised bones, little ones that you can hang. There's all kinds of like bottles and potions. And I was actually thinking about getting one of these to have like a little candy jar on my desk. I wasn't sure. I think I might get one of these. But should I get zombie brains or bone dust? Ooh, or I could do Beetlejuice. Oh, Susie would like the purple. Susie's all about the purple. And then up here you have these little books that are just fake little cardboard box books. Poison, spells, magic. So, and then these were really cute too. Frogwarts, bat wings, crow's feet. So, like I said, yes, it's Halloween, 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 but if you come here with looking, like I said, with Harry Potter eye, you can see all kinds of great things in here to use for your Harry Potter inspired classroom. Eye of Newt. This is a candle inside because I was looking at this yesterday. And with the camera in my hand, I can't get it off. I also like this one, Bone Dust. But I kind of already have a bottle of this shape that says Graveyard Dust. I guess I don't really need 2 of those. Now that I'm here, I'm really not buying any of this stuff. I have a very strict shopping list for tonight. I need floral wire. I need some kind of ribbon and a few other little things for the wreath. And I need acrylic paints so I can paint stuff tomorrow in the classroom because I am going to go to work tomorrow and I'm going to make a point of working on objects in my classroom because I don't want to touch the walls because I don't know which walls are going to be my walls. I'm still waiting to hear. Maybe I will get lucky and find out like tomorrow morning early enough where I can make a decision one way or the other. And I'm back home. Got home from Michael's. I just wanted to real quick show you the things I got. I was very good. I stuck to my shopping list. I only bought one thing that wasn't on my shopping list tonight. So I'm actually very proud of myself. So here's what I got. I bought a big bottle of decoupage because for making the Harry Potter signpost, we're going to be using some of the decoupage glue to attach some of the decorations to the signs. I also got this craft board for my husband. It's very thin, but yet it's sturdy. It is wood, so he's going to use this to cut different signs out of. I also grabbed this pre-cut one because I like the edges, and I know that would be really hard to duplicate for him with like this little jigsaw. So I got this little signpost, and then I got this one. I think I want this one to be the topper. This will probably be the one with Hogwarts written on it. So that's all of the thing to make the signage for that. And I got this one little beware. I thought this was so cute. And so the one that becomes the sign for Nocturne Alley, the little beware is going to go on that one. Because it's just, I love it. I got chocolate brown paint, rose gold paint, although this really isn't for the signs, for some other things I wanted to paint rose gold. And then this one is called Santa Red. It was a real dark red. And then I got gold for like the lettering and the stenciling. And then this one is called Buttermilk. These are all acrylic paints. And then this one was called Aquamarine, or no, Primary Blue. It was the darkest shade of blue there. And then so, like I said, I want everything to look old and worn, so I can use a little drop of brown mixed into the buttermilk to make like another shade. I could even put like some of the brown on top of this one to give it some stress lines on it. I also got an X-Acto knife for cutting out the lettering from the font page where we found Bill actually found this. It didn't even cross my mind to Google Harry Potter fonts. If you Google Harry Potter fonts, it'll bring up a website where you literally type in whatever word you want. So you can type in Hogwarts, and you can use the Hogwarts font, and then you can blow that up to be, you know, like on a landscape 8.5 or 8 by 11 sheet of paper. And then there's your whole word Hogwarts. There's a whole bunch of fonts. They have one font that's called Parcel Tongue. That's the font I want to use for the Diagon Alley. There's a lot of good Harry Potter fonts there that will make for some really great signs. Back to my little haul. I bought the copper floral wire because I think this will hide in my burlap wreath better, and it'll also look cuter wrapped around the tops of the vials than the green floral wire would. I got a brown ribbon to make a big bow for the bottom of the wreath, and then I bought this super thin red ribbon to wrap around my paper rolls that I'm going to attach to the wreath. This is the one item I bought. You guys saw that. I got these because I just, you know, I'm crazy. I couldn't help it. Got a couple of decoupage brushes, and I also bought this for my door to hang the wreath. So that was my haul. I was very good. I bought specifically what was on the list. And with that, I'm going to wrap up tonight's video. I'm going to try to get this posted tonight, but because it's already 7:30, it probably won't go live until like 1 o'clock in the morning. So sorry, but I will get it up tonight, and I'm going to get busy because I actually want to spend a little bit of time working on my wreath before I go to bed tonight. And with that, if you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more from me in the future, click the subscribe button. I'll talk to you later.